Welcome back to the Forever World, everyone. If you're new here, I'm Mangrove, and last time we kicked off our journey here on Starter Island, raided a village for supplies, and even adopted a cow named Gregory. But today is where things truly begin. We're setting out on our first real adventure, hunting buried treasure, diving into caves, and pushing our luck in the dark, hoping for iron, and maybe even our first diamond if the Minecraft gods are smiling down on us. Let's see where this world takes us. It's true, we did make friends with a cow named Gregory, but he might be steak now. But with the dark things out of the way, in between episodes, I have collected a little bit more wheat. I've expanded the sugar cane. I haven't really done much in here except I have gone fishing for a name tag. So we can, maybe actually name something this time. But I would actually like to go out to a shipwreck that I found. I wanted to wait until I was back on camera with you guys so we could find our very first treasure together. Okay, here we go. It's a pretty small one. Hopefully there's a chest in there. I haven't actually gone in to see if there was even a chest. Okay. Oh, open! Why won't it open? What's going on? Okay, buried treasure map. Alright, let's get out of here before we die. And I still haven't died, by the way. We've made it to episode 2 with no deaths, but we are going caving later on, so I'm hoping that I can be non-noobish enough to at least survive that. Also, what a crap chest. I mean, the only thing I got was the buried treasure map. And is it the red thing? Oh, there is another chest. Hopefully there's some good stuff in here. I mean, we got iron. Guys, we have iron. We can actually make... Oh. Air's getting low. Air's getting low. Okay, we're good. We have 9 iron plus, like 2. Or 3. I don't really know how many. We're bad at math, okay? We have enough iron to make something. We'll probably... Should we make armor? Or a sword or a pickaxe? We'll probably go with the pickaxe. Actually, what our needs call for is a shovel, because we don't have a shovel yet. So now that we got that, we can actually go find this treasure and see if we can get some diamonds. Okay, I might be wrong, but I think this treasure map is just leading me to lava. Where's the treasure? We've been ripped off on our very first treasure hunt. Well, hopefully this isn't dumb because, again, I don't know Java, but this thing deserves to go in the lava. All right, there is some more shipwrecks that I found out there. Let's go try to find a real treasure. Okay, sunken ship number 2. Hopefully this one does not screw us over like the last one did. Okay. Remember not to die. Remember not to die. And we have another buried treasure map. Let's get out of here. Okay. Treasure map in hand. What? There's still no treasure. What is happening? Guys, am I doing this wrong? What is happening? Okay, there is a third ship right here. Let's see if this one gets us anything. Oh, we got our first diamond! Okay, we're also losing air quickly. Look at that! The advancement, diamonds. What a way to find our first diamond, by the way. I will make sure to put that in the 100-day chest. If you don't know what that is, stick around for the end. Okay. Clearly, I'm doing something wrong. Well, that's mildly disappointing. We went on a hunt for treasure so we could go on a treasure hunt, and we can't even get the maps to work right. I mean, I'm sure that clearly I am doing something wrong. I mean, but I don't think anybody else has ever had an issue just getting a treasure map to work. But here I am, Noob 101. But on the bright side, now we can go caving for the very first time and try to stock up on some iron. Between episodes, I have been farming some wood. I found the pale oak saplings, dark oak, spruce, regular oak, birch, jungle, and acacia. I think for the overworld, I'm just missing the best tree, if you know what I'm saying. But we are going to take some wood with us. We're just going to take birch because birch is the ugliest and nobody cares about birch. That way we can craft up as many tools as we want while we are caving. Oh, look! Our very first wandering trader. What's he got? Potion of invisibility? I mean, it all seems like crap if you ask me, but I do need your leads. I'm not saying he had it coming, but he was on my land without my permission. Okay, we are on the hunt for 2 things this journey. We need lots of coal and we need lots of iron. And we also want to try to avoid dying. And right off the bat, there are skeletons. Come on, man. Yeah, come into the sun. Come into the sun. Come on. This is my first encounter with Java mobs. Oh, okay. He sees me. Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay, is he burning? Oh no, he's fallen into the water. Okay. Oh, okay. Nope. Bad stuff is going to happen. Okay, that was too close for comfort. I was going to try and wait to use any of the iron, but I think I at least need a shield. Okay. Oh, ooh, oh, you thought, come here. Oh, and he lived. Okay, so we can go ahead and get this easy coal at least. So we're off to a good start and we haven't died. That's 2 very positive things. But now we have to deal with this massive cave. What's the best way to go about this? Do we full send? I see creepers, I see spiders. I'm more worried about the skeletons. Okay, there is some iron right there. There's plenty of iron right here. I think we full send it. All right, here we go. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. All right, we didn't die. Ugh, zombies right off the bat. Ooh, oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay, come on, dude. You want to tussle? Yeah, come on. Oh, there's a creeper. Guys, Java mobs are scary, dude. Oh, there's a few of them. Oh, they're raining zombies. Guys, I've basically made a makeshift zombie farm. I could get 30 levels just doing this. Look, more's coming. Okay, let's light this place up a little bit before more of them start spawning. Okay, I think I've done a fair bit of lighting up. I have no idea how I survived, but we should be able to actually do a little bit of ore collection without being too terribly interrupted. And I don't want to be interrupted because I want to talk to you guys a little bit. This week, I've been thinking about why exactly I want to start a forever world. Why do I want this world to go on forever? And well, it's got me thinking about my childhood and more stories about my brother. Now, I am the younger of the 2 between me and my brother. I also have a younger sister, but between me and my brother, I am the younger. So he's my older brother. And since he was the older brother, my parents kind of used him as the guinea pig for you know, what would the kids actually stick with, and what would they not just, you know, pick up and then 2 minutes later put back down. For example, my brother was allowed to play sports. I wasn't allowed to play sports at first. You know, it had to be my brother, make sure that he stuck with it. If he stuck with it, then I was allowed to play sports. And with music, I remember I wanted to learn music. I didn't care what kind of instrument it was. I didn't care what kind of music it was. I just wanted to learn to play an instrument. And I remember asking my parents specifically if I could have a guitar, if they would buy me a guitar for my birthday, which is in the summer. And They told me, based off my brother's experience, that same year they had bought him a guitar, and they thought that I was just asking for a guitar because I was jealous because he got a guitar. And, well, him and my cousin destroyed it, and it wasn't just the guitar. My parents bought my brother any instrument you could think of. My brother had a flute, my brother had fiddles, he had, trumpets, guitars, pianos, you name it. My brother had everything, and that he's the guinea pig. So he got all of the instruments that I wanted, and my brother and my cousin destroyed everything. The flute was a rental. They destroyed that. My parents had to pay for it. My brother had an acoustic guitar, and my brother and my cousin just they El Kabonged it, if you guys remember El Kabong. Some of you might be too young for that, but they basically smashed it, grabbed it by the neck of the guitar, slammed it on the ground a few times, and literally destroyed the guitar. And based off this, my parents assumed that I would have a similar reaction, that I would not take the time to learn the guitar. I would pick it up for, a day or two and then probably destroy it, very similar to how my brother did. And because of this, I remember that I did my chores. We got paid for doing our chores. We had a weekly allowance, and I saved up my allowance for like an entire year, and I used my own money to go out and buy my very first guitar. And it wasn't anything special. It wasn't a fancy guitar. If you guys know anything about instruments, it was a Fender Squier. It was a very cheap guitar, but it was my first guitar. And I took the time to teach myself how to play. I didn't have lessons. I did not pay for lessons. I simply just listened to music and I played what I heard. And eventually I got to the point where I was starting a band, and my band was playing shows. We got a lot of recognition, and before I became a Minecraft YouTuber, I was actually a touring musician. That was my job. I was a touring musician. I got paid to play music at different venues in different cities and states and things like that. We sold merch, we had music videos. It was semi-successful, all because I put in the time to save up and buy my own very first guitar when my parents weren't willing to spend the money. And because of this, I remember shortly after that, I woke up Christmas morning, we went out to the presents, and there it was. My parents had bought me a guitar. After they saw that I was willing to put in the time and effort, they rewarded me with the thing that I asked for originally, which was a beautiful Epiphone Les Paul guitar. And back to the guitar, guys. You know about the Epiphone Les Paul. And I relate that to starting this forever world, because that very first guitar that I purchased, the Fender Squier, shortly after I became an adult, I was in a tough spot and I needed some money. So I actually went and sold my very first guitar. And I've pretty much regretted it ever since, because now that I can actually play, I miss that guitar, and it's just gone. It's gone forever. I will never see it again. And that's kind of how I feel about my very first Minecraft world. Similar to the guitar, one day I just let it go and it's gone. I'll never see it again. And I don't want that to happen. I want to be rewarded for putting in the time and the effort. So that again is why I am going to continue this series and have this forever world go on forever. Okay, we have found our first caving diamond. I don't see any skeletons. I am very scared to go down here. I don't want to ruin this. Also, can I mine diamonds with a copper pick? I don't know. All right, we're just gonna full send it. Lay down the torches. Kill the zombie. Okay. Oh no, I don't think we can. Alright, we're gonna have to come back when we have some iron tools. Oh, look at that. Isn't it iron pick? Alright, we have our very first iron pick. We're gonna go ahead and mine our very first diamond. And it's just one. Well, after that very lucrative mining session, we have officially upgraded from Hillside Hobbit to Survival World Warrior. I think it's going to be a lot harder for those mobs, those skeletons to take us down now. We have just leveled up beyond our wildest dreams, and we're almost to level 30. And how many diamonds do you need to make an enchanting table? Oh, you need 2 diamonds, and we're not going to use our very first diamond. So we're just going to put that away for now. Maybe that'll be a next episode thing. But now that we're back on Starter Island, I think it's time that we, beautify this place a little bit. Okay, now I am not a builder by any means, but I think we can give this place a little bit of a facelift, maybe? Just don't unsubscribe if it's really ugly. Okay, you guys are about to find out how bad I really am, because I think we're gonna try to do this on camera, free hands. I want to make this look a little bit better. Maybe some slabbage. I don't know. It looks okay, I guess. I have no confidence in this whatsoever, but I'm sure you guys will tell me if it's trash or not. And now we're just gonna path block up a little bit. Just go out this way. Sure, that looks okay, right? And now we can add some fence posts out along the way. I still have 0 confidence in this. And we're gonna throw these torches on top of the fence posts. This might be the most builder thing that I've ever done. Putting stone in the ground. Okay, be honest. How trash does this look? It's pretty bad, right? And then some bone meal on the sides, right? Okay. I don't know. It kind of looks trash. I'm just gonna leave it until you guys tell me how disgusting this looks. This is the most builder thing I've ever done. So I guess it's gonna stay for now. I'm also just gonna extend the wheat because, well, why not? I know it's not much right now, but eventually I think the entire island is just gonna be covered in wheat. So for a non-builder, noob, first build thing, I don't think it's horrible. Out of 10, I'd give it like a 5. But now for the 100-day chest. If you weren't here last video, we have a chest underground. And for the first 10 episodes, we are going to put one special item from each episode. Oh gosh. Into the chest. And it's only right that this episode... Let me go to sleep before this guy kills me. Okay, as I was saying, every episode, for the first 10 episodes, we are going to take one special item that represents each episode and put it into this chest. And then at episode 100, we're going to come back and look at this like it's a time capsule. We're going to see where it all began for the first 10 episodes. And I think it's only right that our very first diamond goes in with the 100-day items. And once again, it's sealed off, and we only have 8 more until we never open it until episode 100. Also, it's about time that we do something with this name tag. Now, at the start of the episode, I told you that Gregory may or may not be with us anymore. So, to make up for it, Gregory Jr., our very first named animal in the series. This guy's not going anywhere. Also, I know in the last episode, I told you guys about my idea to immortalize the subscribers. And I think we're going to do something maybe right there. That's probably where it's going to be. But the cave hasn't started yet. But I do want to immortalize the first few people who have subscribed. Now, since uploading our very first episode, we actually have like 26 subscribers at the time of me recording this. And there's a guy trying to throw a trident at me. But only 3 of you are public subscribers. The rest of you are private. So we are going to immortalize the first 3 public subscribers. We have Not Hee Hee Hee, Whole Boy 2002, and Yuki Blossom. Thank you to those 3 for being our very first 3 public subscribers. And once the subscriber caverns are opened, you guys will be the very first 3 loaded in there. Okay, we need to deal with this guy. Oh, and we got the trident. Let's go. And we have had a pretty intense episode 2. We had a pretty lucrative mining session. We got all the iron and coal and lapis that we need, at least for a little while. We got ourselves a trident. We got our very first diamonds. And we even have Gregory Jr. And now I just want to end the episode staring out at the sunset. Thanks again to everyone who subscribed. And guys, please let me know more of what you want to see in this series. But for now, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.